Want to hear me throwing a tantrum recording commercials the other day?
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
Those are always funny, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here we go. Guess we're not going there. Hold on. Here we go.
If you're a slouch, this message isn't for you. This is only for the hardworking people of America. Holy mackerel, does this not make sense?
It's there.
Now, working or not, everyone loves a new car. What does that have to do with the first three sentences?
Because if you have a job and have a...
I'm not reading this. It makes no sense, and I don't want to sound like an idiot. Tell me, someone's got to just at least write something that makes sense to a human brain. It just is idiotic. Oh my God! It's just the idiotic thought. It's just stupid. This commercial is written by a moron. If you're a slouch, this message isn't. What am I supposed to sound like? A asshole? God. Reads this. If you're a slouch, because I want to say that to someone, because I'm a pompous asshole, I really don't know what to do with this.
Well, that was it. Then I got back to work.
Yeah. You know, if I hear a commercial that starts out, if you're a slouch, this isn't for you, I tune out.
Yeah, well, I mean, seriously, if you're a slouch, I mean, like, if you're a bumbling idiot, you know, who thinks of themselves? Even slouches don't think of themselves as slouches.
Calling all schmucks.
You know, most schmucks blame other people for being a schmuck.
Yeah, that's why they're a schmuck.
When things go wrong in a slouch's or a schmo or a schmuck's life, they don't say, I'm a schmuck. They
Calling
go,
all schmo.
They go, my parents are a schmuck, and
right.
Society's a schmuck.
I don't think you identify yourself and go, oh, yes, here's my commercial.
Oh, good.
It's usually, I'm not a slouch, my dispatch is a slouch.
Right.
We're not ordinary people. We're morons.
Right.
Even Curly didn't think he was a slouch.
Retarded is more famous.
It is.
It is. So there was a little bit of a tantrum, but I quickly got hold of myself. It's funny, too, because Anne-Marie sits there and thinks she's supposed to answer my tirade.
Right, she's trying to make sense of all
Yeah.
this.
She doesn't get that I'm not talking to her.
You're throwing out a rhetorical tirade.
I'm trying to calm myself down from the idiotic copy they hand me.
It's really a conversation with yourself.
Yeah.
You don't need a partner.
There's no need to jump in. If you notice, I'm not listening to her.
No.
Don't defend garbage copy.
I wish I could hear the resulting commercial.
No, you don't. You don't. You couldn't sit. I defy you to sit through it.
You know, now I want to know what you made of that.
I don't. You know, that's a good question. I'll find out.
Yeah.
It's actually up for a Clio.
Right.
So clever.
But my thing is that the whole point of the song is that you're really angry at Tom for bleeping the show. These are things you would say in anger.
I think there's another...
I know.
See it in that light.
There's another issue, too.
What?
I think it's not only the song, but I think it's David Lee Roth in the bumper.
Does it again?
He does. He does it
Let
in
me
the bumper.
hear that. I don't know. I don't remember.
Hey, this is Diamond David Lee Roth right here, and I'm here to say that the only person who's a bigger douchebag than Eddie Van Halen is 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄, baby.
What a prick.
Boy, that's funny. Come on.
And then someone else called him a douchebag, too.
I think it was Ozzy.
Ozzy. It was Ozzy. I'm sorry.
This is Ozzy Osbourne here, and I can't stand that robotic-sounding douchebag. It's 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. I mean, lay off the button. Ridiculous.
We'll be gone soon anyway.
Tom, no more 𝗦𝗵cie. I won't allow him in the studio anymore.
All right, Tom, I'll take care of it.
Yeah, we got it, Tom.
Just so don't.
I think we have tape. I think we have tape of Sam Kinison calling Tom a douchebag.
Mike, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Howard, you hook-nosed douchebag.
There you go. All right. See? And I don't take any offense
That guy's been
whatsoever.
around a long time.
He earned the right.
He earned the right.
Right.
Hey, now.
Thank you, Mike. I think that's all he had to say.
Hey, now.
Yes, Howard. Another Howard. Yes, Howard.
Hey, gotta cut the cord on this guy. I was once told if you don't think it's gonna work, it probably won't. Get rid of him.
Get rid of Sal.
You got it.
Right.
No, Tom.
Oh. Let's go to Robert. Robert, you're on the air. Yes, Robert. Yes.
Yes, Robert.
Robert, go ahead.
Who would you like to call a douchebag?
The indecency bill that the Senate passed,
Yes.
it took out the individual broadcasters part of it.
But the individual broadcasters part of it is in the House version, isn't it?
Yeah, but they'll have to go to committee once it, I imagine they're probably already in committee.
The individual broadcaster fines sitting on the president's desk.
Yeah.
Hasn't been taken out of anything. It's part of
right?
It's part of a military appropriation bill.
No, what he's saying is once the bills, there was a version passed by the House and a version passed by the Senate.
Right.
Yeah.
And they both have to now they have to match before the president signs them.
Yeah, well, the president is all set to sign. Don't worry about it, pal.
No, I mean, like, Corzine said that even Republicans in the Senate were like, this is, BS, basically.
No, they didn't. They all voted for it.
They voted for it, but the vote that they took was without the 500,000 or whatever for you, Artie,
So they want it both ways. They want to vote for it, but then say it's BS.
Oh, sure. They always straddle the line.
All right. So the point is the bill
is
exists.
that why AFTRA is encouraging people to write to their congresspeople?
Yeah, because it doesn't exist? All right. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a nice guy, but you don't know what you're talking about.
Another douchebag.
There you go. I won't say another douchebag.
Right.
Oh, yes. There's only one douchebag, and that's the guy who was just on the phone.
I was referring to David Lee Roth for calling Tom a douchebag.
I don't think Tom's buying the David Lee Roth.
I love Tom.
He doesn't love you.
He hates you.
I don't hate him. I'm trying to figure out what his redeeming quality.
He is filling John's shoes in a way. You hated John, and now you hate him.
Somehow, you're right. I didn't hate John.
I had to find someone that
John,
you hated.
I understand. We need that dynamic. The show needs that dynamic.
Yeah, the show needs that. All right. Thank you, Sal.
Thank you, Howard.
Go have another. Sal, go smoke another cigarette.
I don't
Maybe
smoke.
you'll hasten your death. I saw you downstairs smoking. Don't say you don't smoke.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, right.
Does he smoke and doesn't admit to it?
I think his wife doesn't know he smokes.
I didn't know he didn't admit to it.
I'm really sorry. I feel really bad.
Another guy who can't smoke in front of his wife.
Right.
I'm hoping to get cancer like somebody else I know.
You know what? Maybe you can beat it, Sal, like I did.
Mr. Tough Guy can't admit to his wife he smokes?
Sal, I love you guys who are afraid of
My
his
wife knows I smoke from time to time. I'm trying to cut down. That's all.
So why are you trying to keep it a secret?
I'm not trying to keep it a secret.
Why don't you lay your head back on the couch because we said that?
Probably his parents don't know he smokes.
I think his wife wears the pants in that family for all his joking on me.
Yeah.
She's a little nutty, man.
Does she still have her securities license?
Hey, can I just talk about one thing that you told me? It's nothing bad.
Go ahead.
Sal's wife has a thing.
She's a germ freak.
She's a germ freak?
Yeah.
So Sal was telling me when he throws out the garbage at night, She makes him change his whole outfit before he comes to bed.
Really?
Everything. She's like, you touch garbage, you're not getting in bed with those garbage all over yourself.
Well, really? Well, if I put on sweats and a T-shirt and I throw out the garbage, I'm going to bed. She goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm going to bed. She goes, those clothes are contaminated. You will change those clothes before you go into these sheets.
Wow.
I saw you throwing out the garbage.
Oh, dear.
Is she hot at least, your wife?
Yeah, my wife's...
She's really cute.
She's very pretty. I've met his wife, yeah.
But it's funny, that's the tough guy.
No.
Well,
your wife doesn't take out the garbage? Was she too good?
I guess so. She takes care of the kids, you know. I slap her around.
It's not like you're throwing out, it's not like you're throwing out nuclear waste. You're throwing out garbage.
She's crazy.
Here's a letter about you. You already generated some email.
Oh, I can imagine.
I must say, after looking at photos of Sal, he looks a lot like Beetlejuice. After all the bashing he does to Gary about his horse-tooth smile, I think Gary can finally get the upper hand to remind Sal that he looks like the long-lost brother of that little brown toad frog-like Beetlejuice. Hey. Stand up for yourself, Baba Gooey. So there you go.
Well, I think he's right. I think when I was younger, I had big teeth, and I always was made fun of. And you know, Gary's the type of guy that I take all my aggression out on.
Right.
And who better than a guy with huge lips and teeth like Gary? So it works perfectly.
Yeah, I don't see you as having big teeth.
No, I had them fixed severely. You should see me when I was 14. I looked like a walking bottle opener.
How did you get them fixed? Tell Gary how to do it.
Well, I have to admit, when I went to the dentist and I had my teeth bonded, it was really embarrassing because I'm laying in the dentist chair, and the dentist goes, hey, Marie, he goes, get that amount of bonding that we used last week for Mr. Jones? And she's like, yeah. He goes, and triple it.
Wow.
And I think he was trying to use inside words, but I think they used a spackle grout for my mouth. It was pretty bad. But it's still not as bad as Gary's.
Here's a bunch of other email. In that show where you and Artie talked about Artie's drinking, he talked about turning down a sitcom role as a funny neighbor. Can you ask him if that part that he turned down was in the new sitcom Joey?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You would have taken that.
That's a role for a hot chick, isn't it?
And by the way, I don't know.
Funny thing, I had lunch with Artie, and we were talking about his roles, and I said, how come you're not doing any more movies? And he goes, well, I'd like to, but nobody's offering them. So I said, what do you mean nobody's offering them? He goes, I go, aren't you asked to go to auditions? And Artie goes, yeah, but I'm not going to an audition. If the part is already written for me, that's the only way he'll do it.
Right.
So he refuses to even audition for it.
Well, why should he?
Well, no,
he's Artie.
He's complaining about work.
I don't feel like, I don't feel like auditioning anymore. It's just.
But the point is, you do have to audition.
Right, exactly.
I know if I was making a movie, I wouldn't care if it was Sir Laurence Olivier himself. I'd make him audition.
In other words, what I'm saying is I've given up.
And then he said,
trying to get in a movie.
I mean, without saying it, Howard, you showed me some auditions for the role in Private Parts that were some pretty big names to play a woman.
Yeah, I mean, because how would you know it would work until you sit there and, you know.
If a part is small enough, it can get, like in Old School and Elf, they just offered it because they were small.
And speaking of Elf, Artie hasn't even seen himself in Elf yet.
I haven't seen the film.
He doesn't even bother to watch it. He's that lazy.
What do I care about it? Who cares? I'm getting checks for it.
There's a guy who says the other day on howardstern.com you could see Robin's nipples.
Nice.
And the picture of her with Lady Saw. Her nipples look really little and tight, which is extremely hot.
You wanted us all to be a buzz.
What?
It's those black Lycra tops. The same thing happened to my friend's wife at a wedding. In every picture, you could totally see her boobs. Awesome. Way to go, Robin. I didn't notice that.
I don't even remember what I was wearing when Lady Saw was in.
Robin, can I ask you a question? Would your nipples, are they like quarter, silver, dollar, nickel?
You can ask. I'm not answering.
It'd be a great Photoshop if we could figure it out.
A lot of people thought the hemorrhoid show was hilarious. And by the way, my weekend was ruined from that hemorrhoid thing. I had to go to the bathroom 3 times. And I got to tell you something. Each time I was gingerly going. I mean, I just don't want a hemorrhoid in the worst way after what I saw.
Those were... I keep trying to tell people that's not what hemorrhoids look like.
Yeah,
Those were extreme cases of nightmare proportions.
Well, I'm getting a word on whether he's going to air the hemorrhoid contest. Of course, you won't be able to see the actual hemorrhoids.
Right.
But after they're done with the show, I'm going to put it up on HowardStern.com. Because people got to see this one.
Well, I agree with Vinny. Don't even show pictures of it without giving people warning.
Yeah, there would be triple warnings on it. Great show today. It was disgusting but hilarious. My 9-year-old son and I were rolling and laughing. How did you stomach so much man-ass and all that crap? I don't know. I had to pull over when Howard stood up after seeing his 4th shot of ass, and when Robin and Artie had enough, they were near gagging. Keep up the laughs, Howard and company. You guys are great entertainment.
Balloon dot.
I was very affected by that myself.
But, Artie, you were right. We shouldn't have watched.
No, that was bad.
Here's one about high-pitch winning fans, believe it or not.
Yes.
Hey, I've never been a fan of high-pitch Eric. But holy crap, the last week I've been dying laughing listening to you guys.
Oh, yeah!
High Pitch's imitation of that horrendous porn sound effect is priceless. His imitating the porn chick going, oh yeah, is genius. And his prank phone calls to that little bastard Eric the Midget has been amazing.
Yeah, that is where he really showed, if you will.
High Pitch Eric should have John's job if he keeps this up.
I don't know if we could take high pitch in the halls every day.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, wrong one. You don't want to play that.
You want to spit in your face, Stephanie? You want to spit in your face for it? You ready for it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Spit in my face.
That's right. Yes, yeah. Tell your mom you're so happy.
Oh, I'm happy. I made you real proud, didn't I? I'm a whore just like you.
Oh, yeah!
You like that, you pig whore?
Yes!
You want some spit in your face, you dirty piece of
Yes! Please spit in my face! Oh, yeah!
Look in the camera, whore.
I need a daddy. Daddy! Look at me!
Say hi to your mommy.
Hi, Mommy! Are you proud of me? I'm a fat pig, whore just like you!
You smell like an elephant. Open your mouth, pig.
Okay!
Wider, you pig.
I love spit in my mouth.
Look at the camera and tell us what you are.
I'm a messy little spit-covered dirty pig.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Daddy.
That's creepy. My daddy part.
You know, High Pitch met a girl on the internet and she dropped off her children after 2
Did you hear about this?
No, what is this?
Was this on the bulletin board?
No.
He told us this on Friday in the office.
Oh, all right. Well, High Pitch was on the internet, and he picks up girls on the internet, which is okay because they can't see him.
Right.
Once they see him, they run for the hills. It's like Herman Munster.
Yeah, see or hear him. But this girl dropped off her children.
Well, Sal, you're killing the story.
Oh, I'm sorry. She did.
Yeah, but you got a bill.
Just fire me already. Get it over.
Yeah, really. I got to get you out of here.
Fire me now. I'm fired.
You go sit in the office.
Sal, you're fired.
Go,
All right,
go in the office.
I'm out of here.
All right. Seriously. You're not a storyteller.
You're going to break in this place.
You got plenty of break.
You got a break. That's how you got into this place.
You got your break.
Ain't gonna break, yeah.
He goes out and he tries to figure out how much trouble he's in, whether he's fired, his wife's going to yell at him for the cigarettes, or telling the story about her having, germ phobia.
What kind of guy can't smoke a cigarette around his wife?
That's some fag.
I know.
That is bad.
I smoke in front of my wife.
No, I know. I'm saying, how come he can't? He's such a wild man. What do you mean he can't have a cigarette?
Everybody's wild at the work, at the job, at the school. They're not wild at home.
He's hiding his cigarettes from his wife.
Very.
Like I said, even mob guys, their wives are the only ones who are not afraid of them.
Yeah, they're afraid of broads.
Yeah, I'm known as a wild man and pretty much built a career doing anything. And then I went to get an earring, and my mom yelled at me, and I took it out.
Yeah. You and Sam Kinison, who was wilder than him?
Cocaine, whores, you name it. Then he went to get an earring. His mother wouldn't let him. Or a tattoo.
Oh, I was on the table to get a tattoo, and I was afraid my mom would yell at me.
And here you are, like a drug addict.
Yeah.
You'd go to jail for coke.
Absolutely.
You went to jail for bank robbery.
Right.
But you won't get a tattoo. I don't understand.
I was on a table in New Orleans, and I said, you know what? I'm not getting this. She's going to yell at me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I got over that. I think I was around 40 when that kicked in.
Yeah, it was up there.
Yeah, it was a little too late, but I did get over it.
Because you made a couple of attempts before you could actually do it.
That's right.
Yank those earrings right out.
My mother goes, that ear is my ear, and you're putting a hole in it. And it's not your ear, it's my ear. You're my representative.
Hi, Daddy.
No.
And she would guilt me, and then I finally said, why am I listening to this old bat?
He got the earring, he's all defiant, and the first time she was coming over, he ripped it right out.
Yeah. I said, what am I listening to her for?
The earring thing, like, if my kid wanted an earring, I wouldn't care, because
but it's you.
It goes away, though. Like, it's not permanent, so what? You take it out, and it's not...
Obviously, I had a hang-up. So I finally sat down with myself and said, what am I doing? That's the reason I get tattoos, to claim my own body.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're saying it's yours.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's what you ought to write on your body. Mine.
Yeah. Mom.
Not mom.
Not mom's, mine. Yeah, so high-pitch Eric goes on the internet and meets this chick over the internet. Next day, she shows up knocking on the door with her 2 little kids.
5 and 3.
She leaves the kids at High-Pitch's apartment.
No. She looked at him and left her kids there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And he had to take care of the kids for the whole day while she went out.
Hi, kids.
You have to get him on the phone to just talk about his day. I got the first 5 minutes, but I said, what'd you do with him? I did what I do, which is what? Took him to McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I go, what'd you do? He goes,
I went to McDonald's.
He goes, I bought him the same thing I got. I bought them 3 20-piece chicken nuggets.
Oh, my God.
Wait, I gotta meet the woman who did this. I gotta see her.
Well, she should have those kids taken away.
I really want to know who she is.
He was like pumping out his chest, acting sort of proud. I go, Eric, do you know what to do with kids? I know what to do. I took him out the whole day.
He hasn't even dated the woman. He's taking care of her kids.
Exactly.
Okay, everyone get naked.
You know what she did? She dropped the kids off at Eric's house and went to see a guy.
Right.
I know what you do with kids. You bang them.
I hope he doesn't know that part.
Yeah, well, that was a joke, Eric. I'm not giving you any ideas.
Yeah, I hope Eric, if we can get a hold of him, I'd like to find out about that.
He gets up every morning and goes and gets 3 20-piece chicken nuggets. Oh, man.
Well, you see what he looks like. He looks like he does.
That grosses me out.
Yeah. All right, so I'm supposed to go to Florida this month for a wedding.
Oh, yeah?
We're only halfway through hurricane season.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was all over.
No,
are you kidding? They just had another one this weekend.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
What part of Florida?
Same part, the East End, West Palm Beach, the same area that got hit, but not the last one, but the one before that.
No.
And Orlando. Orlando got torn up, too.
Gary's parents are in Florida.
Evacuated again, he said.
Yeah, tell that whole thing.
So my mother calls me yesterday at around noon, and she says, we're being evacuated. And I go, oh, okay, you know, give me Dad's cell phone number, and I'll call you guys later. And she goes, I just want to say, if I never speak to you again, I love you.
She's so dramatic.
She's so dramatic. She's already, like, saying goodbye. So I get a hold of him later on at night. First of all, I can't get my father's cell phone, won't pick up.
Right.
When I spoke to him later, I said, how come, what was going on with your cell phone? He goes, oh, I don't turn that on. No one ever calls me. I said, Dad, you're in the middle of a hurricane.
Yeah, somebody might be checking.
I'm like, what? So they ended up at my cousin's house about a half an hour away. 1.5 million people without electricity again. So they were without electricity like for a week, had it for like 7 days.
Right.
Now they're without it again. So they're all sitting in my cousin's garage.
In the dark.
In the dark. In fact, my mother told me she got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. She couldn't get back to the room because not only was there no electricity, but my cousin had put boards all over the windows. So, I mean, it's pitch black. So my father's laying in bed, clicking a lighter, trying to help her get back.
That's romantic.
Oh, that's funny.
They were telling me, you know, what happened with the insurance company from the last time. You know, a bunch of tiles blew off the roof.
Yeah, Gary's parents live in a house that cost $50,000.
Yeah, a manufactured house. It sort of came off a truck just the way it is.
Right.
Yeah, it's not even like got a foundation. It's just a slab.
Right.
And it's the only homes that go down in value.
Right. They just brought it in and threw it on the slab concrete.
And so they lost some of the tiles on the roof, the shingles, and the roof is leaking.
Right.
So now they call the insurance.
Well, what do you want for $50,000?
But so the roof is still there.
Right.
So they literally have pots around the house catching the water.
Right.
So they call the insurance company, and the insurance company's taking a long time because there's people who lost entire homes.
Right.
Right.
So by the time they finally get to my parents, they ask my mother, did she put a blue tarp over the roof to keep it from leaking?
Right.
And my mother said no. And they go, well, that's it, then we're not paying. So my mother's like, what? So my brother called the insurance company, and he said, you know, they're 80-year-old people. They can't really get on the roof.
Yeah, make tarps.
Yeah, did they know they had to tarp the roof in a hurricane?
And then they were asking if anybody came to fix it. My father said he'd been calling every day. You can't find anybody to fix anything down there because there's homes being rebuilt. Nobody wants to fix a roof.
Right.
So now the second round of rain came yesterday. More water in the house.
Of course.
No electricity. So the
what
big
a
thing
mess.
was...
That was a good idea, getting that manufactured house.
Well, it's not just a manufactured house. It's all houses are having this. But the big thing yesterday was...
Yeah, but a regular house, they don't tell you to climb up there and put on a tarp.
A tarp,
They don't have any money.
That's fun.
So they both told me separately yesterday that this is it. They're moving back to New York.
Are you kidding? Oh, no.
Where, with you?
I said, where are you going to live?
Gary will go down there and fix the roof.
Yeah, what does a $50,000 house in New York look like?
That's what I was telling my mother yesterday. Where are you going to find a house with that amount of money in New
She's
York?
She's thinking of moving in with you, dude.
Nah, she knows that.
That ain't going to happen.
But how are they going to sell that house?
They're not. That house is a walkaway. Like, homeless people reject that house.
Oh, my goodness.
It's not, you know what? I have to say, it's actually pretty nice. When I saw it from the outside for the first time, I was horrified.
Why don't they just pick it up and bring it to New York,
there
that house?
There you go.
Just plunk it down somewhere.
It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a living room with a fireplace.
Not bad.
And, a nice kitchen and, and a family room.
It just leaks.
Well, when it rains...
It just has no roof.
They're not the only one having roof troubles down there.
Why don't you just plunk that house down in Central Park?
You know what? It's like Dorothy's house. It flies wherever you want it.
You should just put it on wheels.
A house with a good roof is $60,000.
They lost the shutters. The shutters blew off on the first one. They're just gone.
Right.
A lot of the roof tiles blew off, and they have a little outside, I guess like a screened-in porch. But Howard, I tell you, it's got to be, I don't know, 5 by 5, 6 by 6. You know,
that's all they need.
And it's got a screen door on it. That blew off. That's good.
Hey, Mary Ann from Brooklyn, you're on the air.
Hello?
it. It's absolutely true. Last year, he tells me he meets a woman on the internet, and the next thing I hear are 2 kids screaming in his apartment. He takes them to Burger King. He buys them toys. He fixes the woman's car. It goes on for a couple of weeks. And I go, Eric, this doesn't sound kosher. You can't take somebody's kids. They might say you're going to do something. And sure enough, she drops him, and that's it. And here he goes again. He just met another woman a few days ago. He goes to her apartment 12 o'clock at night, and he's fixing, appliances or something. And, you know, Howard, I had 2 kids, now I have 3, and now I have Eric.
Oh,
it's insane. And I'm worried about him. So the women out there, leave him alone. Everyone preys on him, Howard, because he calls you, and they think it's an in for them. You know, so worry.
Well, what woman would leave a 3 and a 5-year-old with high-pitched hair?
I don't know. People are crazy. She actually left 2 small children with him. I heard them in the apartment call me. She said, Marion, what should I do?
And what, is he in love with the woman and she gets anything
He's in love with the woman for the so-called 2 weeks, and then he's very heartbroken.
Yeah.
Howard,
And he thinks that she's his girlfriend. Meanwhile, she's himself.
right.
He's never even gone
And
out
he's
with
doing
him.
favors. He's buying her tires for the Toyota. He's getting her, mats for the car. He's going crazy. And then all of a sudden they're gone. And it happens all over
Hey, he's
again.
retarded.
And you know the worst part of the story
He
is?
runs around telling you he's got a girlfriend.
Right.
And Eric doesn't generate his own income, so his father gives him the money so he can buy some woman Toyota tires.
And now he quit his job. And I'm trying to get it back to him.
He quit his job. Why?
Because he went to, Vegas or something. And now he's calling me. He wants his job back. And I got to see if I could try to get him his job back again.
Did he pay off all the people he owed money to?
No. I can answer that.
He didn't. It's like having a very bad child, and I'm involved with him now.
Why are you involved?
I don't know. I worry about him. He calls me. He calls, hi, Mommy, how are you? And then he tells me all this stuff, and I feel bad. What can I do, Howard?
And he calls you Mommy.
Yeah. It's hi, Mommy. Every day, Howard.
Oh, he's high-pitched. Yeah, high-pitch. Oh, God.
Wish you would tell him not to take anybody's children. It's a serious matter. It's not a joke.
Yeah, if something happened to those kids in
Exactly.
his possession, oh my goodness.
All right, I'll find out. I'll talk to him. I'll get to the bottom of it.
Thank you. Love you, Howard.
Bye, man.
All I need is Howard in my life. Howard, you can call.
What happened? No high pitch?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Where is he? He's taking care of kids. He can't come to
Oh, yeah!
I love these stories.
Wow. I mean, people are terrible, leaving their kids with a total stranger.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Oh, yeah!
We get your phone calls. We get your phone calls every day.
Is this the Howard Stern show or is it the 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍 show? Because nobody can hear a word that Howard says with Robin's interrupting every 2 seconds. Shut up, Robin, and let Howard talk. No one wants to hear you, and no one can hear Howard.
The Howard Stern Show. 95X.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Hey. Hey. Hi there.
Hi. Hi, Howard.
Oh, my God.
Howard Stern.
Crap going on in the news in Central Park yesterday, and I haven't heard about this in a while, but some lady was walking her baby around about 10 o'clock in the morning, and a dude came up and put a gun to the baby's head and said, "Give me your rings, give me your money." That's pretty cold.
You got to really love crack to do that.
The broad was running around with a $7,000 ring on, though. $6,000 Tiffany Platinum band with several sparkling diamonds. That ain't a good idea anywhere.
6 G's?
6 G's.
Wow.
All right. So anyway, that's pretty scary stuff.
You should be able to wear your jewelry. Don't say that's a nice
Yeah, but you know, you also got to be a little street smart here in Manhattan, don't you?
Yeah, that's true, too.
Okay.
Yeah, and what's this woman doing carrying a baby around?
It was the middle of the day.
What's her problem with it?
How nice was yesterday? Finally, a 70-degree day.
Beautiful.
You know what I did yesterday? Me and my buddy hit me ground balls.
You want to know what I did?
For an hour. I was in heaven.
I drove back and forth from Long Island. I didn't feel a thing.
You're on the LA.
I think in 1 minute I was outside.
You didn't get a chance to take advantage at all.
Nah. It never works out on the weekend that I get that nice day. It's supposed to be a nice weekend here in New York, right?
Really? Because I heard rain is coming back.
Yeah, tonight, but the weekend will be okay, I heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard, you see in the Post, the New York Post, this Paula Freilich?
Yeah.
She's kind of cute, huh?
Who is she?
She's a gossip columnist, I guess, but, I always think you don't see them, but...
In the Post?
Yeah.
What page you on?
New York Pulse, page 45. I always see her name on page 6, and now they got a big picture of her, and she's kind of hot.
Who's she gossip for?
The Post.
Oh, yeah, she's hot.
Look at her.
I would do that.
Wonder if Richard Johnson knows
I would do her foot. She just got a little...
Little what going on?
On the hip there's a little cellulite. Not cellulite,
You think she's good for our contest?
No, you see, she's already fine. She doesn't need to lose 20 pounds. She just needs to tighten up a little bit.
She's the kind of chick I'd love to just get oral from.
Yeah, she's already hot.
She doesn't need 3 months.
Hey, I got a lot of funny stuff to go over and a lot of news to tell you about. But first of all, this brings me to Artie's answering machine.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Artie did this funny story on the air. He told a little bit of his personal life about the time he was...
It's about him and hookers a lot.
Yeah, and nothing drives women crazier than, hearing that a guy's with a hooker. That's, just disgusting to them. So, Artie even said to me right after he did it, he goes, "Oh, God, my mother's going to freak out." So, of course, here's Artie's first voicemail.
Oh, dear.
Artie's mom. By the way, great hooker stories today on the radio. Can't wait till you get to so I can hear what else you have to say. Bye.
Oh!
She's attempting to ruin
our show.
Because you're kind of afraid of that woman.
No, I'm not.
They have your sister and your mother have the strongest hold on you.
Yeah, I talked to her and she was sort of busting chops.
She knows to stifle Artie.
She knows the story. I love my mom, but I've had issues in the past.
Now, this thing shocked me. As long as we're going through Artie's voicemail, I got to play you this. I've never received one of these calls, but this is the ultimate chutzpah. It really is just gross. So Z100 is a radio station here in New York. It's the top 40 station and stuff. They now call your answering machine or call you at home and play a tape.
Really?
That should be against the friggin' law.
I've never heard of this.
Ready? This is Artie's machine picked it up.
This is Elvis Duran from Z100 and the Z Morning Zoo, calling to let you know that Z100's phone taps are worth $1 million. Here's a little preview from tomorrow morning's 720 Z100 phone tap.
We have 5 pets on the plane, and we're going to have to bump 2 of them unless we can make some other arrangement.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
The 3 pets we have.
No, man, my cat is going. No, my cat is going. Listen tomorrow morning after the 7:20 phone tap on Z100. We'll tell you to be the 100th caller at 1-800-242-0100. You'll win $1,000 and qualify to win $1 million. The Z100 $1 million phone tap from Z100.
Ugh.
Wow.
Could you imagine? Like, I choose not to listen to them, and now they're calling me.
Yeah, you can't avoid them.
But you know what I immediately thought of? And we were talking about this during the commercials, but, like, Robin, there's been times Howard tries to call me and he can't get through.
Right.
Because of some stupid thing I have on my phone, but Elvis Duran gets right through.
Z100 got right through.
Yeah, they figured out how.
Yeah. That's really, I mean, don't you think that's
annoying.
An invasion of your privacy? Like, Jesus.
It certainly doesn't make me want to listen.
I was going to say, does that encourage you to listen or make you angry at the station?
Plus, I mean, I've been an announcer, if whatever you want to call this, for 20-something years or 30 years maybe. I don't think I could talk that fast ever. I don't even understand how they do that. I mean, how does a guy do that?
Does the whole show go like that with Elvis?
Yeah.
This is Elvis Duran.
I mean, good Lord. How fast does that guy talk?
This is Elvis Duran from Z100.
This is Elvis Duran from Z100. I mean, who talks like that?
Nobody. Elvis Duran.
The Z Morning Zoo calling to let you know that Z100's phone taps are worth $1 million. Here's a little preview from tomorrow.
Here's a little preview. I feel like I'm in, like, what's the rush?
But he sounds like something really incredible is happening.
Hey,
No,
man, my cat is going. No, my cat is going.
Listen tomorrow morning after the 7:20 phone tap on Z100. We'll tell you to be the 100th caller at 1-800-242-0100. You'll win $1,000 and qualify to win $1 million. The Z100 $1 million phone tap from Z100.
Jesus Christ.
Hey.
After 4
You know what it is? There must be a fire over at Z100 and he's racing to get out of the building.
Hey,
That's
Elvis.
what it's like he's going to catch a plane. He's just trying to get this message out before he gets on.
Hey, Elvis, for the record, next time you call me, man, slow up. Tell me about your day a little.
Yeah.
I want to hear about you.
Before you F me, give me a little foreplay.
All right. You know, hi, how are you?
And Elvis, leave me your home number. I want to call you.
The Pat O'Brien tapes continue to be the best, and
I was going to say, we haven't played them yet today. I missed
I know.
It's almost 8. What about the Fort...
I'll talk about that.
Dying to hear.
Oh, yeah, you're supposed to pick up on that guy on the phone.
I just wanted to play this where he took the Pat O'Brien tapes and called a bakery.
Can I help you? Okay, go ahead.
You're so hot.
I beg your pardon?
Let's get crazy. Get some coke.
Who is this? Listen to me. If my husband finds out what you're saying to me, you're in big trouble.
God, you're so hot.
You degenerate.
Well, she summed it up.
You degenerate. I love that.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love calling bakeries.
All right, I just want to say that, first of all, I'm a fan of the TV show Lost, and I watch that, and I know about 20 million people a week watch it, so it's a real good show. But when's that fat guy going to lose weight? If he's stranded on an island, I mean, it is.
I said that about 2-3 weeks in.
Yeah, it's getting disturbing. And for a while they were saying, well, the fat guy just doesn't lose weight in a week, and there are things to eat on the island. But this is crazy.
He's maintained his weight admirably while pretending to be starving.
Yeah, apparently it's the only island with an operating Wendy's franchise.
What do you think's going on? My new theory is that they're not in hell, they're not in heaven, they're all dead, and
they don't exist.
They're in an in-between place, and that whenever somebody does an act of goodness, they're going to die, and then they get to either go to heaven or hell.
Well, I don't know about that part of the story, but I have decided they're dead.
Now, what about, they've got to be dead.
Yeah.
Crippled guys don't all of a sudden start walking.
Right.
And what about, like, that hatch that they're trying to open up? What do those numbers mean, and why are they trying? Like,
you know what? That's another red herring. It's a dead end.
Okay.
You know, it's not going to be anything.
Yeah, because what could it be? And unless they're on an asteroid.
Yeah, like they landed on another planet.
Yeah.
This is a spaceship, but they were in a plane.
Like
How did they get out of the Earth's atmosphere?
They got caught in like a vortex, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden ended up on
they went through like a hole
Yeah.
in space.
Wormhole. All right, I mean, that's one theory, but
That's too complicated.
I can't
everyone
wait.
said those mystery numbers are probably like all the Yankees are in the Hall of Fame. That's all their jersey numbers.
Oh, really?
Is it really?
But it's not.
It's not.
No.
I haven't watched the show. Well, that would be, first of all, that'd be about 30 numbers. So
Right. Well, they took some of the more prevalent numbers.
Prevalent ones. I can't wait for the skipper to bang Marianne. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, it does feel that way.
Is it getting? Are you getting a little out of it?
My feeling is their lives are so great. Who'd want to leave the island? Everyone's hooking up, getting laid. I mean,
So far,
are
it hasn't been bad. It has not been bad.
the dark-skinned Arab-looking dude, he's going to have one of the best-looking chicks on the island, and you know, hey, it's paradise.
I've seen.
He turns out to be the hunk now. You
Right.
know, if he was here, he'd be driving a cab.
That's right.
Hey, how many people are?
Let's go to Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey now, Howard.
Hey now.
Hey, obviously everybody's been seeing the rumors about the America's Got Talent thing. Is there any legitimacy to that?
Look, number one, I saw all the reports of the weekend. Number one,
that was really amazing.
I am very complimented that every time a judge seems to leave one of these shows,
Your name comes
my
up.
name comes up immediately. Now, you know me for many years, Mike. I don't know how long you've been listening, but, you know, there's a million rumors about me. My agent, and let me tell you something, my agent must field 100 calls a day about me doing various things. For the most part, I turn them down. And so
You're such a fan of the show.
I love the show. Everyone knows I love America's Got Talent. I think it's the greatest. And I would be certainly honored to sit with Howie and Sharon and judge these lunatics. And let me tell you something. If I was a judge on America's Got Talent, there would be no nonsense.
What do you mean? You still got Howie there.
Oh, Howie's going to behave when I
You're
show up.
going to make Howie behave.
If I was the sheriff on that show, listen, you know, it's funny. I was watching every one of these reports. And some of the reports were like, oh, my God, we can't wait for Howard Stern to be the host.
Right.
Or not the host, the judge on America's Got Talent. That's going to be something. And then some people were like, well, it's no longer a family show. Howard Stern can't be on TV after. Now,
You're only talented judging strippers, Howard. Did you know that?
yeah, evidently. So
everybody is judged like a stripper.
So, you know, it's funny. The first thing I said to myself is, you mean when I go on Letterman, I'm out of control? You can't watch that. Who knows what anyone is thinking? I've been on network television many times. It's a different kind of animal.
Well, again, it goes to that perception that you're out of control. You're a wild man.
Yeah.
You must be crazy.
When it comes to talent and running a business, I've been doing it for 35 years now, more, 35 plus. I'm probably the most successful radio guy. You know, I mean, in entertainment, I'm a phenomenon. Is that the word?
Yes.
Thank you. I mean, what am I going to say? I'm a phenom. That's what I wanted to say. I've had a #1 movie. I had the #1 the pay-per-view specials when they said they couldn't even have them. I've conducted a radio show. I've had books, bestsellers, this kind of thing. So, look, I take show business very seriously. If I was a judge on there, there'd be no nonsense whatsoever. None of this bullshit fake, Howie and Piers used to have a rivalry.
Right.
It was all horse shit. I wouldn't go for that. I would be there for the talent. I would be there to actually find somebody good. The guy who won last year, if I had been on there, the guy who won last year, whose name I can't even remember, he would never have won.
Wasn't it the guy who sang like Sinatra when he was black?
Black guy who sang like Sinatra. No one's going to see him in Vegas. And what are they talking about? It was a novelty act. You can't tell me he's going to be a big star. And the only one there, Jackie Ivanko, should have won. I would have made that Jackie Ivanko won the year she competed. That was that little girl. She's the only one who even has a career.
I don't know anybody else who's come out of America's Got Talent.
Well, let me tell you, there'd be no fucking nonsense with me. But here's the point. Every time one of these shows, I'm mentioned as I'm going to be the next judge. I am not the next judge. I have no deal with America's Got Talent. I'm not going to comment on whether I'm in a negotiation because Robin knows this as well as everyone else. I don't comment on negotiations.
Who does?
I don't.
Well, they put in
negotiations can go horribly wrong. What?
I say they put in quotations serious negotiations, so they must have asked somebody what was going on.
Right.
But they wouldn't quote anybody. They just,
Right. It's a great show. I would be very honored, but there's nothing here to report. It's funny. I don't know why my name is always brought up whenever there's people really want me to be a judge. And I'm not opposed to the idea, quite frankly. I like it. But we'll see. I don't comment on rumors. If I had a deal...
Well, you'd have to make an announcement, wouldn't you? Want to make a big announcement?
Maybe not. Maybe I'll keep it quiet. Oh. I'll just show up on the show. I'll be sitting there. Tommy, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey now,
Tommy.
Yeah, I was saying, I read that on Saturday about America's Got Talent. I said, please, Howard, don't go to America's Got Talent. Hey, don't you think Piers Morgan dropped the wrong show?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I don't think, I like Piers a lot. I've had him on the show many times, and I don't think that from what I'm reading, the CNN thing isn't going that great.
That's why he needs to I think he really wants this. His background is in news. He was an editor of one of those Murdoch papers.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted this more than anything.
I think he's a really good judge. I think he should I think Tommy's right. He should have stuck with judging.
But his, that whole judging thing only happened after he was fired from his newspaper job.
That's right.
And he was out of work. And Simon Cowell or somebody, Simon Fuller, one of those Simons.
No, Simon Cowell gave him the job.
Came up and said, why don't you judge this show?
Yeah, and quite frankly, that's what people like him doing. Not interviewing people, evidently.
That's right. He's boring on the talk show.
He thinks he needs to be interviewing.
On CNN, you mean?
Yeah, he thinks he's smarter than he is.
Don't we all?
When he came in there, you told him all the right stuff, and he just didn't listen.
I told him to keep judging. He should. There's got to be other things he can judge.
Exactly.
Just make judging your career. In fact, go to law school and become a judge.
Well, Howard, you're the greatest of all time. I love you.
Thank you, Tommy.
Bye-bye.
I love you, too. Let's go to Marianne from Brooklyn, who's very hopped up this morning.
Howard, I was calling to congratulate you. I had this whole thing in my head that I was going to, share you at America, and they were going to get to see a whole new side of you, and, it was going to be a whole new thing of watching you on TV at night, and I don't know. You think I'm crazy?
Well, I don't know what you're asking.
I mean, I wanted you to go. I thought you were going. I want to share you with more of America.
I'm right here. This is where you get me.
Well, I get you every day. I love you, but I was going to get you at night, too. I'm totally obsessed with you, Howard, and I love you. I thought you would be a great addition to that show. I mean, then all my girlfriends would know what I'm talking about. Howard on America's Got Talent. Howard, I even have an act.
Yeah, a lot of people were coming up this weekend telling me that their kids are very, very talented, and I should come over and see them.
Oh, no. Now you're going to have personal auditions.
I go, I'm not a judge on America's Got Talent. No, we heard it on the news. 15 million.
Can you imagine now your whole life is people stopping and singing, your children singing in front of you?
Like I'm Chuck Barris from The Gong Show. You'll read in the paper I'm in jail for beating some family because they were auditioning on the streets. It'll be great. Be in an elevator and some kid will start tap dancing.
That's right. Just throw down a little board and start going.
Yeah. Well, the thing I like about America's Got Talent over the other ones is that they open it up to everybody.
Yeah, it's almost like I remember there were acts on the Ed Sullivan Show, and you always wondered, where do the people who spin plates, where do they go? And there'd be plate spinners, bell ringers.
You know where they go? They go on cruise ships and they spin those dumb plates, and then when they hit like 70 years old, if they're still alive, they go to this old age home that is supported, like the show business old age home. Even though they were barely in show business.
Right. That's who's there, the plate spinners and the bell ringers.
Plate spinners and bell ringers. And, see, all that nonsense.
You're getting them out of there. They're not going to be on your show.
They would have to explain to me how they're going to build a career out of spinning plates. I mean, it's terrific talent, but, I mean, you're talking about the premise of America's Got Talent is they're looking for a superstar. They're looking for someone who could fill up Vegas.
Okay, now I've got to ask other questions because the other confounding acts on that show are tumblers.
Right. That's right. They would
dance
have to,
troops.
They would have to explain to me the concept of their show because dance troops, you would have to blow my fucking mind for a dance troupe to win.
You got to be the Blue Man Group.
Exactly. That's what it's got to be. Or else I'm throwing you right the fuck out of there.
You better be stomped.
There's going to be 4 people left when I'm done.
It's a singing contest once you're done with it.
No, that's not true because...
What else do you accept?
Comedians, ventriloquists.
Oh, okay. Comedians.
There was a guy who won the first year. He was a ventriloquist. But, you know...
Where is he?
He's working in Vegas, believe it or not. He's got a pretty big deal at one of the hotels.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not opposed. Listen,
You're
let
not
me tell you
opposed
something.
to broadening the scope.
You know, some of the biggest movie stars today, who are they? The guys from Jackass. They're on their 4th Jackass movie. Why is that?
Well, how are you going to, what? Would they come on America's Got Talent and blow themselves up?
Yes. There are guys on America's Got Talent who I've seen who could have a fucking film career.
Is that right?
Yeah.
From blowing themselves up?
Yeah. So I'm not opposed to dancers, but you better fucking blow my mind.
All right, because that's
by the way,
what I see.
I'm not a judge on America's Got Talent, but this is all fantasy. Yeah.
That's all I'm asking because you say there's going to be no nonsense. So
no nonsense.
You're not letting, but you're not understanding what the producers are going for.
I don't care what the producers are going for. I know what I'm going for.
Magicians, you don't mind? They're okay.
I love magicians. Magicians are some of the biggest acts in Vegas, but you better be fucking good. I better not have seen it before. I see it before. First of all, you remember I used to do magic?
Absolutely.
I know how to do 90% of those dumb tricks. I'm going to go, are you serious? I'll get up there and get myself in a box and disappear. You better make me disappear because I'm going to vote your ass off. You better be top of the game. Listen, one of the things about talent that I know, because I've made some coin in this business, Robin. To quote,
good piece of change.
To quote that guy from WKRP.
Jerry Sandy.
Jerry Sandy, who yelled at us. Who told us he made a good coin in this business. Where is he, by the way?
I don't know.
But one thing I know, a career in show business takes a lot of hard work.
You think the plate spinner doesn't work hard?
No, I don't. Because a plate spinner wouldn't be satisfied with it. He'd come up with a broader kind of thing.
Jugglers, are they okay?
If they have that rock and roll attitude or something new to the game, yes, they are in the game.
All right.
Listen, I've gone to Cirque du Soleil in Vegas. It's amazing, but it's only part. Everyone is just a small part.
Right. It's not the whole show.
That's right. If you're going to be big, you got to broaden it out and think it through. You just can't fucking be a plate spinner. Spinning Plates Productions. Nancy and I have many plates we're spinning. How many plates are you spinning now?
And that was the music they always play for the plates.
If someone on America's Got Talent wants to go retro like this, it's cool. But the nonsense, people don't understand. If I was a judge on one of these shows, I'm no nonsense when it comes to judging talent and mentor. You know what? I'll tell you what. If I was a judge on one of these things, my biggest joy in life would be not only to discover some people with talent, but to help them along.
Well, then you need to be on the X Factor.
That's right. I might switch over to the X Factor. Maybe I'll start with America's Got Talent and then switch.
By the way, who was voted off the X Factor last week?
The black guys, Stereo Hogs. The worst name in. First of all, that is a terrible name for a group.
Awful name.
And the Stereo Hogs were way more talented than the chicks who beat them out.
But the girls are pretty.
The girls are pretty. And that's my point, too.
So Paula has one group left. Right. Every week she's lost.
She lost someone. Because, first of all, she picks the worst fucking music for these people. The Stereo Hogs were probably the most talented group. She picked horrible songs for them. She has no ability to pick a song.
She's her own worst enemy and her team's worst enemy.
She's more worried about their dance routine and their choreography. Those guys were really talented. Now they're back probably in fucking Oakland or wherever they're from.
They got to find jobs today.
Today they're working in Pizza Hut. And if I was a judge, I'd make sure that someone with talent got good advice from me. I'd say, listen, literally do this next week and you will win. Don't fuck it up. It's ridiculous. These shows have got to come up to a new level. Enough of the clowning around here.
See, you already have a lot of ideas. You're producing. You're not judging.
Ideas? I'm filled with them. I'm over here trying to think, but nothing happens. What's the other thing? People go home and they don't think. You get a shot on America's Got Talent when you're in front of 12 million plus people. And you get an incredible shot like that after being a loser your whole life. You better go home and think about it. And it probably is too late if you haven't been thinking about it all along.
Yeah, you should have a plan no matter when your exit is.
Stereo Hog should have looked at that Paul Abdul and said, listen, you twit. We're in this to win it. You can't pick a fucking song. Get out of here.
Well, even that little girl this week, you know, they were complimenting Simon for her song choice.
Right.
And she goes, I picked the song.
Right. She knows what she can sing. Nonsense.
Stereo Hogs listen to Paula.
Right. That's right. Yes, Jim.
Hey, what's up, Aaron? I have a question for you.
Oh, I didn't realize what time it was. I got to take a break. Oh boy.
Quick question for you and Robin. Well, actually, yours might not be that quick. But Robin, of all the people who ever worked on that show, who would you sleep with first, like all time?
What show?
Your show. Like from
me,
of
course.
No, take you out of the picture.
Oh. I mean, Robin was dying to get
Who
him
was
to
the
sack with
hottest
me.
guy that she would bang? Ever.
Wait a minute. Say again.
Everybody that ever worked on that
Ever worked on the show?
Ever.
Jackie.
Please.
There had to be
Artie. You got to bring everyone into it.
I am. I'm thinking of, you know, it probably, if I had my pick of anybody and they had to sleep with me, if I said, sleep with me right now,
you know what?
It'd be between 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗿𝗍.
Well, he didn't work on the show.
You don't want to consider him?
Are we calling Howard TV into this? Because that kid you flirt with in the hall, Greg.
Anybody affiliated with your show since day one. Tom would count.
Oh, and then 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏?
𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏?
Could you really sleep with him?
No, I couldn't sleep with him, but he's so cute.
No, you don't.
Robin, you're moving me to ecstasy.
Shush, I'd have to hold my hand over his mouth.
Don't talk.
Robin, you're eating ass everything.
Tom eats ass. He loves it.
Oh, stop it.
So
I
you'll
never
have a
heard
good time.
Tom say that.
Oh, listen, I'm a guy. I know what he does. Tells me. I doubt Tom eats ass. I don't know what Tom does, but really it would be Tom out of all the people.
Yeah, I guess. You know,
that's a fair answer. All right, thank you, Jim.
Anyway, no, Howard,
Yeah.
Yes?
Oh, do you think you're an easy guy to work for? Like, if you weren't famous or anything, do you think you're easy or you're a pain in the ass? Like,
I think I'm too easy. I got news for you. You know, despite my on-air image.
You sound like a jerk off, though, in person.
No, let me tell you something, Jim. I am such a pushover. People take such advantage of me because I don't have the heart to fire them. I'm too fucking nice. Ask Gary. Gary.
Let me ask Gary.
Ask Gary. Hey, Gary, am I easy to work for? I mean, am I easy to work for?
I think so. Listen, right. You want what you want, and we know
what I want. How do you even know what I want?
On and off the air.
It doesn't even matter if they know what I want. On or off the air, am I easy to work for? Yes. The answer is yes.
I think you're much easier to work with off the air.
Right. The only time I'm honest is on the air.
You just sound like you're very demanding, and you probably, you want what you want.
No, forget it. Demanding. No? I don't demand anything. Everybody sits back there and relaxes.
Doesn't sound like it. I mean, you walk through the hallways, people have to, hide.
Nah, they don't have to. For 2 seconds, I want to just get off the air and go into my office. Everyone's allowed to do whatever they want around here. It's carte blanche around here.
It sounds like you're like that
Robin.
no matter where you go.
What?
It sounds like you're like that no matter where you go.
No.
Where is he? He's never anywhere.
I go home. Don't you wish your boss would just go home? That's what I do.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling and asking you.
That's why I'm so easy to work for. I'm never here. I go home. I work over the computer. I'm sitting and writing all day.
How about ask Jason if he thinks you're easy?
Ask him. Jason. Do I bother you?
No. You are the perfect boss.
Thank you.
You call people weird hours and ask them to do stupid shit?
No. Never call anybody weird hours.
Weird hours? How can he call anybody at weird hours? He's sleeping.
Yeah. No, Jim, I'm such a great guy. I really am.
People who say they're great usually aren't, but okay.
Anybody? No, Jim, I am. I know.
Well, nobody's running in to defend you. That's odd.
Anybody want to say how easy I am to work for?
Jimmy, he's fabulous.
No one ever calls in to defend you about anything. Like when you make up these stories, you got beat up as a kid. How come not one person calls up to say, "Hey, I'm one of the guys that beat you up"?
Because they're all in jail.
Oh, they're all dead. You're talking about guys who mostly are in prison now or dead.
Well, I'm just saying, no one ever backs your stories.
Well, listen.
So if you're nice to work for, they're just not saying it. Or not nice.
Jason, go ahead, answer the question.
Howard is great to work for. I mean, really is. I'm not just saying that.
Thank you.
You send me emails all the time. We're going back and forth. You're great.
If he wasn't
no
famous,
pressure.
What?
If he wasn't famous and made you famous, you wouldn't quit?
No. What?
I don't know what that
means. I don't even know what he means. I would have quit this job, period, even if Howard was a total dick. He's not, and it makes the job that much better. I don't know what you want from me.
You couldn't have a better person than me running the ship. Trust me.
Yes.
I'm going to compliment me since no one else wants to. I'm going to tell you, I am terrific. I'm terrific.
He's a better
You don't
boss
read
than
anything
Sandusky.
about I was a scumbag to anybody. How come you don't read that?
No charges of any sort?
No. You'll never see it.
He was never in the
They're
shower.
not going to admit it in front of your face either.
Hey, can I jump in?
Yeah.
Listen, in all the time we worked here, have you ever heard anybody leave the show be disgruntled, aside from Jackie?
Everybody.
No one.
Jackie. Have you ever heard any
Stuttering John wasn't disgruntled.
Billy West?
Billy was. Billy was disgruntled. I think
He was disgruntled with Tom, not with you.
I think Billy was disgruntled when he joined.
Nobody leaves that show on a good note.
On a good note?
Including Artie.
Artie?
Whether it's their fault or not.
Artie and I are not at each other's throats. Artie had a problem. And Jackie can't be that disgruntled. He's back working for us.
Well, he's desperate.
Well, you're right. If Jackie had made something of himself after leaving, he'd never speak to us again.
Right.
I mean, everybody who leaves a show, you don't talk to anymore.
That's not true.
Okay, there's a lot of people who have left the show that
Who don't we talk to?
Casey left the show. I talk to him all the time.
And there's a lot of people who left the show that aren't on the air because it's a big organization, and we talk to all of them.
What?
You talk to Casey when he calls in, and he's not.
And we email each other.
All right.
I mean, fuck you. You know what? I don't know what you're trying to say. Listen, let me tell you something.
Very few people have left. Number one.
No one leaves me, and I'm so nice to everybody. You're crazy. Goodbye, Jim.
I don't like your attitude.
Me neither.
Later, Hal.
Thank you. Later. Fred, do you think it would be a good idea if I became the judge on America's Got Talent?
I think they would have got a gold mine with you. Personally, I think the show's
In
beneath
fact,
you,
it would
but I
be-
think it would be a gold mine for them.
Clear the stage and just put Howard on
Right.
it. Howard's
I
got
think you're way
talent.
better than that show, personally.
You think I'm better than the show? And
Yeah, I do.
I should not be the judge on America's Got Talent.
You know
What
what?
should he be doing?
I think you should be president of the United States.
That's what I thought Fred would say.
You think America's Got Talent is beneath me?
Well, you know
Thank
what?
you.
I think you're better than that show is. I mean, it's an okay show, but you have, there was one comment or commentator that was talking about all that you've done for this industry. No one else has done that.
Yeah, Fred's right.
Fred was impressed when he heard that list.
No, I thought this before because somebody asked me what I
Yeah,
thought
I'm too
about.
good for them.
I really do. Although,
Have them.
if it's $15 million, that's hard to turn down.
I mean, Howard's not responsible for the kind of talent on the show.
No, absolutely
He's
not.
simply a judge.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about the
Benji,
fact
do you
that
think I should do it or am I above it?
It's not that I think you're above it, but I wonder, does it make your life more fun?
could
Or
we
more
get
enjoyable?
could we get 𝗦𝗁𝗲𝗄 Giordano?
I mean, the
as one of
little I
first
know about-
contestants?
First of all, you know what I'm going to tell Daryl Hall when he comes in?
What?
He should audition for America's Got Talent because he's currently not under a recording contract. Why not? Why don't one of these guys who used to be, have huge careers,
you know what?
Go on one of these shows. They'll be up in front of 12
Because that would
million
be a
people.
step down. I remember on Last Comic Standing,
Yeah.
a real, successful comedian who had success in days past came on as a contestant.
Did he win?
No.
Oh, my God.
See, that's a problem.
I mean, if Daryl Hall comes on and he doesn't win,
it'd be great.
That'd be
Have him go up against John
Hit the
Oates.
buzzer. Hit that big fucking X on him.
That's right.
Hey, wait, you told me to come on here. And if I was on that show and Howie started putting through those shitty acts that sometimes he does because he wants to,
Right. That's the nonsense you're talking about.
I just take him out in the hall and touch his hands and stuff and freak him out. Hey, Gary, what do you, Benji, you were making a point.
Well, listen, if it's for the money, that's great. I would think that you're set money-wise. And creative-wise, I think you could do whatever you want in here, or you could go do it yourself. But so I wonder if you look at it as a fun thing at all, or if it's just purely a money thing. If it is, and that's what that's enough of a turn on for
Seems
you.
like it might be fun, though.
I could totally see having fun doing it. I don't know, does it 4 days, 4 extra days for 16 weeks? I don't know.
Right.
And I don't know if you want extra responsibility or not.
Right. Gary, what do you think?
It was interesting because John Hines' opinion was sort of like Fred's. He said, American Idol maybe, but this show is sort of, you're bigger than the show.
Right.
I was actually looking at the list of people that they found. I think they only have one person that they found, like that Terry Fatto or whatever his name is.
Yeah, but you're forgetting that Jerry Springer used to be the host, and of course the Hoff
and
was
Regis
one of the
used to be a
original
host, too.
and the Hoff used to be the original judge.
But the thing about it that I think works for you is you've always said on the air, I want to do a show where I'm not carrying the whole show. I could be a game show host or a judge where I just have to walk in and give my opinion.
Right.
So in a lot of ways, it's very easy for you. It's not, you don't have to sit and create 5 hours of content.
But also, he's saying that he could find great talent. They
Of course.
haven't been finding the great talent.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And can you get along with it? You can get along with everybody?
No.
Why bother to do that?
Why should I bother to let them get along with me? Fuck them.
So you wouldn't walk in like you were the new kid. You walk in like you
fuck
fucking
that.
belong.
Please. What did Henry Hill used to say? Police.
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 Who has a career bigger than mine?
Police.
Make him a judge.
I'd actually be a real judge.
You would.
Although I like Howie and I like Sharon, so I don't have a problem with them. But they better just get in line with me. If I was on that show, if I actually was on that show and actually going to it, I'd sit those two down and say, "Look, I don't want any nonsense."
Now, do you think you'd have any issues with Nick Cannon, who seems to have some issues with you?
No, I don't have any issues with him.
He has issues with you.
Really?
No, he doesn't.
Well, he says he doesn't like the way you talk.
I saw a quote from him. He said, "Boy, if this rumor is true," he was like, "I can't wait to work with Howard. Finally get to meet him." I have no problem with Nick. I think Nick's a good host.
He always says he likes Nick.
Yeah. I just can tell he never wants to be home. The guy's got like 5 jobs. I want to sit there with Mariah Carey all day and watch those 2 kids. That's what I hear. I mean, that's not what I hear. That's what I see.
Well, look, you'd be adding a job.
I'd say to him, "Yeah, but I don't have 2 little kids at home. My kids are grown."
Yeah, but what? You're going to be traveling with this stupid show.
I guess.
That means being on a plane.
Although they did say they'd move the show to New York.
Yeah, didn't you read that rumor? I read it too.
But don't they go around the country doing auditions
I think the producers
in different places?
They, I didn't want to say this. They're moving the show to my apartment. I don't even, and all the auditions will take place in my apartment. I never have to
I have
leave.
a solution to that. You get the
Your
Howard,
neighbors must be thrilled.
You get the Howard Stern lookalike to do the audition phase.
Did you read the article about how you're not worth the money?
I read 2 opposing articles. One said I am worth the money, and then one said I wasn't.
One said, and it said it's going to cost them $25 million, $15 million to pay you, and $10 million to move the show to New York. And haven't they seen that nobody really likes you? That you're on satellite
Who
radio?
is that person?
I think Benji wrote that. Hammer, you're on the air.
Howard, it's plain and simple. Stop being a pussy. Do the show. Your fan base loves you. We want you on the show. And after that, take Pierce Morgan's show. After that.
What's he saying? I can't even understand him.
I think he's saying take every show. Take Last Comic Standing, not Last Comic Standing, America's Got Talent, then the Piers Morgan show.
Take all of Pierce's work away from him.
Howard, we love you. We want you on the show. Make it happen.
All right, Hammer, thank you. I have nothing to do with this. It was a rumor that circulated last week while I was off the air. If I had a deal with America's Got Talent, I would announce it to you. That's how I would do it. What would this big secret be? Vince, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Hey.
Listen, I saw you on E.T., doing the piece, and you're talking about it. And I'm going to tell you, you really do look good.
What piece on E.T.?
Huh?
I didn't talk to E.T.
Or one of those shows.
I didn't talk to any of them.
Well, they had you on a mic and ask you about it, and I can't remember what you said, but I just want to say that you look really good, and you should be proud of the way you look, because there are guys that are half your age that are so way out of shape, and they just don't take care of themselves. They're not anywhere near as good.
What is it, JD?
These entertainment shows, they used file footage of when you were asked about American Idol.
Yeah, whenever there's a judge opening, they ask me.
And they also go back to that footage.
It must have been that one day I looked good. Thank you, Vince.
You're welcome.
Anyway, a lot of controversy there.
Ronnie, you spend more time with Howard than any of us around here.
Yeah, maybe.
And I know sometimes he'll either vent to you or, just have personal conversations with you.
Okay. And that's why they're called personal conversations.
Well, did you know that these speculations about him joining America's Got Talent were on the horizon?
No. I didn't find out until I was in L.A. this past weekend.
When you're riding with him in the limo, do you ask him about it? Do you try to get inside his head a little bit?
Absolutely not. Nope. That's why we're together for 26 years this week, dude.
And that 26 years...
I mind my business, unless I'm spoken to.
Professionalism has been the theme of your relationship with Howard. And friendship, but...
Yeah, you got to know where to draw the line between friendship and business. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely know what you're saying. As a guy who has gone outside of his career endeavors, like you've gone outside of the, I'd say your wheelhouse. I mean, you're all over the place now. You're doing appearances. You've got possible TV deals in the books and coming down the pike. Do you think Howard should step outside of his comfort zone again and try a spin as a judge?
Well, that's up to him, man. He's the only one that can make that decision. Not me, not anybody else, not even his wife. It's only him. It's his decision.
Let's say
nobody can influence him either.
Let's say he had hired you as a special advisor, career advisor. What would you advise him to do?
I would advise him to think about it very carefully and see where he's at this point in his career, that if he wants to do something like that, or he'd just rather relax now, kind of, and do his 3-day week here and, enjoy the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying?
So your concerns would revolve around the fact that maybe you don't want him biting off more than he can chew, or wants to chew, rather.
No,
if he wants to relax, why take on another, demanding task?
It might be something he might like to do. I don't know. That's something that only he can decide. Anybody could tell him whatever they feel like telling him. His agent, his wife, his kids, they can give him all the advice they want, but there's only one person who can make that decision. That's Howard Stern.
Man, I'm getting nothing out of you. You play your cards very close to your pinstripes.
Hey, that's my deal, man.
And that's why you've been here 26 years.
That's my deal.
How much truth do you believe there is to the rumor?
I believe that there are negotiations going on. I don't think any deal has been reached or anything like that, but I do think they're talking to Howard's camp about the show.
As a television guru expert,
you're too kind.
What kind of impact would Howard have on this show's ratings and validity,
Well, right now, America's Got Talent is the most popular show during the summer. That's when it airs. There's not a lot of other things out there, but it's got a good following and a good base. I think Howard would definitely turn the show on its ear, and the ratings would go up. It'd be must-see television, at least in the beginning when he first gets on there. But here's the thing I wonder. When Howard gets out there, and if he's sort of the nice guy and treats it seriously and tries to evaluate talent, I think a lot of people who don't know Howard, other than, he's that vulgar guy on the radio, will be like, oh my God, what a nice guy. He could have that sort of thing that happened to Ozzy when he did the Osbournes. Everyone's like, wow, what a nice, lovable little rock star, versus the guy biting the head off of bats. And if that happens, then that's going to change or add to Howard's audience, and that would be very interesting for, both around here and for the show. So it's a no-brainer if America's Got Talent can afford Howard, and if Howard wants to do it, then it's going to be an interesting match.
So you're saying if he does accept this offer, it could endear him to some different demographics that he's not used to reaching.
Absolutely. A lot of people wonder, who's watching Jay Leno? And that audience who just knows Howard by name and thinks, oh my God, I don't want to hear a word. When they actually hear him on the show do his thing, he's going to get a whole bunch of new fans that have never really taken the time to listen to him before. And I think that's great from a career exposure perspective. But can he coexist with everyone there? If it's not the Howard Stern show, he's just one of many. I'm not sure how that'll go over, and I think I'd be very curious to watch and see how it turns out.
And in turn, I think you pointed to the fact this could cause him to inherit some backlash from his hardcore fans.
Yeah, I wonder about the fans who, want a certain type of Howard who's always been there. When he's on America's Got Talent, it would be a different guy. And if you're a real fan, there are many sides to Howard. But if the public persona is, wow, what a sweet guy, then I think it's going to definitely light up a little bit of the fan base.
Howard's never really let me into his world when it comes to business. Business is business. The radio show's a radio show. So he doesn't really bring me into that.
If you were to advise him, if he said, Gary, what do you think I should do? What would your words of wisdom include?
It's weird because I know he really likes the show a lot. And like Robin said, he's already watching it every week anyway. And I know he does enjoy that. He's always said, you know, I want to be a game show host or I want to be a judge because I'm that good. So on the one hand, it's validation. On the other hand, there's a lot of people that think that Howard's above that show, that show's, you know, a crappy little show compared to what his talent brings. So I would say do whatever makes you happy.
Howard's moved into a place in both his life and his career where he enjoys things outside of radio. He used to have this crazy obsession with the show. Now it seems like he's equally as dedicated, but he does less. You know, he does less days per week.
Right.
And he enjoys other things in life. He can relax. He can sit in his apartment. He can play chess and read. Would this be biting off more than he really wants to chew right now?
I wonder that. I wonder if, you know, he seems to be in a place where he likes being out at his house out east. He likes hanging out with Beth. He likes having the time off. He worked his whole life to get to a point where he could negotiate this time off. And now he's got it, and he's going to go work again. But if it, you know, maybe something that he just enjoys. It may, by the way, it may all be bullshit. By the way,
what's your opinion?
It's so hard to tell. You know, it's just so hard to tell with him. It could, you know, there's a part of me that says maybe his name did come up, and all this press is going on. And if it did, and if say his name came up, and say Howard's not interested, but all this press is being generated, why would he come in here today and say, I'm absolutely not doing that, when there could be a whole week of people speculating about him? He loves that. So why would he squash that? Just like it was with American Idol.
Good morning, Mr. Michael.
Been 10 years.
A long time.
You know, I got ranked one of the best interviewees of the 90s, and then I had to take a decade off. So it's time to reconnect. And I want to move to the top of the list.
Right this way, sir.
This way. Forget where we are. Where's Robin? Robin used to greet me out of the hall.
She's in the studio.
I know, but I mean, she used to come out into the hall.
Right in the studio.
It was some fun.
So, Mr. Michaels, you've been a part of some legendary prank calls that the show has thrust upon the media.
I have.
But yet, you come back for more. You love this show.
Number one in all media, as far as I'm concerned. Number one. Has been forever. Fantastic.
Well, it's great to have you here. I know you were probably up late last night.
I was up late. In fact, I just left the parking lot, so only Howard could get me to leave the Meadowlands parking lot and come straight to the studio. But I'm ready for action.
All right, a little coffee, a little Howard, get you going.
A little coffee and a little Howard. It's perfect.
Great to see you again.
Good to be with you again. Looking forward to it. I'm going to become a regular again.
All right, we'll see you in the studio.
I think we need Howard to come out to the West Coast once in a while.
I agree. Let's get him.
It's like, you know, I mean, Howard just needs to get out there, to get out in the hinterlands, to see what the rest of America is like. You know, to spread his joy, to spread his knowledge of all things worldly, and I think that's a pretty good idea. You guys wouldn't mind that either, right?
I would love a trip out there.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty good.
We're becoming East Coast recluses over here. So.
Of course you can. Yeah, that way, you know, and the time you walk out of every restaurant in Los Angeles and TMZ is there. It's not like New York, you know, where nobody's here. Nobody pays attention to anything you do. You know, come out where it's happening, Hollywood.
All right, I hope you convince him today.
I'm trying to. Believe me, give me about 2-3 hours and away we go.
All right, we'll see you in the studio.
You bet.
Hey now, everybody. Al Michaels stopped by to see us. We haven't seen him in like 100 years. When's the last time we saw Al Michaels, the famous sportscaster?
I think it was, I guess we've seen him since the OJ thing.
Yeah.
Hey there!
Oh, now you show up. Where the hell have you been? Wait, we can't hear you. Hold on. No one can hear you. You're a broadcaster. You should know that.
Gotta have a mic.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. You guys.
I thought you abandoned us.
I did. You know, I was ranked one of the top interviewees of the 90s.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, you know, what do you do for an encore? So I needed a decade off.
Did you feel...
And now I'm back. Yeah. I'm back.
Did you honestly feel, and I know this feeling, sometimes when you come on a show and you're such a terrific guest and you really, you know, you were great and all that, do you start to feel like, hey, you know what? I should stop now because what if I go on and I'm a shitty guest?
if I lived in New York, I'd probably be here like every week. But I'm out on the West Coast. And by the way, you should start doing like 5-6 weeks a year on the West Coast. We need you out there. That's where it's happening right now. You love coming out there. I heard you talking about
I do
Grace's
love it.
wedding. You have a lot of friends out there right now. You've gotten to know a great friend of mine, Don Rickles.
Yes.
Now, my wife and I have a lot of dinners with the Rickles, and about 4 or 5 years ago, he's telling me he had never met you.
Right.
And he was sure that you hated him.
Oh, my God.
And I said, Don, are you out of your mind? Howard would love you.
I worship Don Rickles.
I know you do.
And in fact, when I had him on the show, I think he was like convinced that it was going to be a disaster because I wouldn't be respectful and
Exactly.
Don Rickles is like God to me. I watched this guy on TV my entire childhood growing up. He was everything I emulate when I go on a talk show.
Howard, the man, how many guys have had a 60-year career?
Beside me, no one.
Right.
That's right.
He was worried about you. He was worried about Dennis Miller, who I know very well because I worked Monday Night Football with him.
Why would he worry about Dennis Miller?
He thought Dennis had the kind of humor that would not that Dennis wouldn't appreciate Don for what he is. He's not, has his shtick. And the other guy,
isn't it funny how Don Rickles doesn't understand how admired he is?
It's incredible.
Position, yeah.
Is that the curse of comedians? They just don't realize how loved they are.
Well, but he's a very secure man. But you're not sure if somebody, if you don't know somebody. The other guy was Jimmy Kimmel. So he's telling me about 3 guys I know, you, and I know Jimmy, and of course I work with Dennis, and I'm saying, Don, you're out of your mind. Now he's been with all of you guys. I said those guys more than any others would appreciate what you've done.
If someone would have told me when I was a kid that one day I'd interview Don Rickles or go to a party at Jimmy's house with Don Rickles and sit there and talk to him, I would have died and gone to heaven. That's how important he was to me. And yet he had this whole impression of me. And I've told him a million times how much I appreciate him. I think he finally now believes it.
You think he
No
gets
question.
it?
Oh, no, he does. No, we have dinner with him about every 2
So
months.
he's talked to you about having met Howard.
It's all he talks about now.
When you have dinner with Don Rickles, though, do you you seem pretty secure about your whole life, but do you ever say to yourself, gee, why does this guy want to have dinner with me? And do you get insecure that way?
I met Don Rickles a number of years ago at a party, and he's a gigantic sports fan.
Right.
So I think it's a case of mistaken identity. He comes across the room and he goes, "Oh my God, I always wanted to meet you." And I'm going, he doesn't know who this is. He thinks it's somebody else. So Don says to me, he said, "Hey, the next time you're out in Los Angeles, could we have dinner?" I said, "Don, I live here." I said, "I'd like to have dinner with you like every other night." I said, "Where do you live?" He goes, "I live in Spain. I just came in for the party." And away we went.
Right. And you become good friends. Do you go to his home?
We've been to his home. He has a home in Malibu and one in the city. But mainly we go to Mr. Chow's.
Right. And you hang out.
It's fantastic. It's just, and he's adored by everybody. And what you see with Don Rickles, I mean, Don Rickles is 85 years old.
Mm-hmm.
We went to his 80th birthday party 5 years ago. And you'll see like a bunch of people, young people from Silicon Valley who come down for a seminar or a conference, and they're all gathered there, and he's sure nobody knows him, and he walks out of the restaurant, and they're screaming. And then he'll stop by the table, and he'll do the Don Rickles thing, universally loved.
At Brad Gray's wedding, he got up and started roasting them. He called Brad a midget, and I mean, it was wild. Right. It was great. All of a sudden, he's into it.
No, there's nobody like him.
No sharper mind than that, right?
I told him, I said, how great is it to go through life and you've never been one-upped? I said, when did anybody ever one-up you?
Right.
And he couldn't think of it. I mean, he's going to have the last word on you no matter what you say.
Super brain, man. What an intelligent guy.
And you wouldn't think a guy who, did what he did to Sinatra would have any insecurities at all. Remember, he had this girlfriend he wanted to impress her. He told Sinatra to come over to the table.
Talk about some of the big sports stories for a second. Then I want to ask where the hell you've been. The first Paterno.
Right.
Which is a bigger story, right? Now in the history of sports, is it Tiger Woods or Joe Paterno and Penn State?
Well, you've got the two of them. I never thought I'd seen a meltdown like the Tiger Woods meltdown. On an individual level, yeah.
Could Tiger Woods come back?
Can he come back? He'll come back. He played pretty well over the weekend in Australia.
Right.
But, the question became a few years ago, would he ever win enough majors to surpass Jack Nicklaus? I would doubt. In my mind, if he wins one more major, I'll be surprised. I think he'll play well. I play.
What happened?
I play a lot of golf.
Right.
And the one thing about golf,
mental.
Unbelievably mental. I don't want to say 90% or whatever, but if your brain is not there, and I mean, if you're a guy like Tiger Woods and you're walking around a golf course and you are the king, not the king of all media, but
the king of the golf course.
But the king of the golf course.
Right.
And there's a certain feeling, and he was very comfortable with that feeling. He'd walk around, and now all of a sudden, this is a guy who has to walk out on the course for 4 hours, and behind his back, people are going, hey, I wonder who he's looking for, and that sort of thing. So that has to play on your mind.
His old man, his father, was maybe the only guy in the world who could probably smack him out of this and say, listen, you go out there and you win. But the father's gone. I mean, he's like rudderless. Is that correct?
At this point, I don't know. He's a guy, he's built a wall around himself. Knew him a little bit. I did a couple of his events. We had made-for-TV events when I was at ABC that we did with Tiger. But he's built that wall around him. Look, he did something. He got away with it for a long time. And then when that roof caved in, I mean,
did you have
bang.
were you aware of that at all?
No, Robin, you look great. By the way, you look so great. Howard, you look great too.
I look terrific.
You look. You're right. I listened to the whole Chris Martin interview the other day.
Yeah,
he's right. You look the best I've ever seen you.
Let
by
me
far.
tell you something.
And Robin, I've always loved you.
Well,
you know
thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
And you look marvelous.
But
we all look
I don't know
great.
how you could be covering Tiger Woods and now not an inkling of what he was
because
up
he's
to.
not privy to that. He
Robin,
goes to some charity events.
I'm
with
not
the guy.
going to a club with him at 2:30 in the morning. Look, I just got out of the parking lot at the Meadowlands after the Jets game last night and came straight over here.
And plus,
That's
Al's like a real married
He's
guy.
not hanging out.
You don't get any side pussy whatsoever, right, Al?
Not at all.
anymore.
I just want to hear you say side pussy.
I get none of that. I get no side anything these days.
Right.
Not even side meat.
And in a way, that is the one sadness in your life, that you never really acted out sexually with a lot of these women. And you could have women. You make a
Traveling
lot of money.
on the road.
Handsome guy.
My wife's the best of all time.
Well, we know
we
that.
talked about that. I met her in the 10th grade.
Right. 10th grade.
In the 10th grade.
And did you? I forget. You've never had another woman beside your wife?
That's it.
Are you serious?
That's it.
Why is there a smirk on your face as you
I'm
say
not
that?
smirking.
You're thinking about the other women you fucked, aren't you?
No, but I'm just,
You're telling me you met your wife in the 10th grade.
10th grade.
Had you had girls before that?
No.
And, well, Robin, before we got married, yeah, you know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you did have women before you got married.
Yeah.
You met your wife in the 10th grade.
Correct.
You guys had innocent love.
We were friends, and then all of a sudden we had a big kiss when we were about 19.
Oh, okay.
And whoa, and that changed the whole dynamic. We went from being friends to whoa, what happened? And what happened? It happened in
so you haven't had
moment.
a different woman since you're 19.
That's it.
And now you're a man, and you're, I don't know how old you are now. Do you give your
24.
age? Okay.
I just had a birthday. Howard, at this point, you just stop doing this. You know, you're decades.
You don't give your age.
Not really.
Is that because you want to seem like a young sportscaster?
I want to sign a new deal, you know.
Right.
I don't want people to look. And it's in the freaking paper every time I have a birthday, which was like last weekend.
See, you're being straight with me. If I hooked you up to a lie detector right now, which I'm prepared to do,
right,
you would pass the test that since you're 19 years old, you've had no other women.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you gave me the sodium pentothal, the whole thing,
wow,
I should be able to pass it, I think. But you know what? But those things...
That isn't a tragedy in your life?
No!
What's the closest you ever came to cheating? Was there a woman that tempted you? You've probably met some great women in the broadcasting industry.
When Robin greeted me the first time I walked in.
Stop it.
I'm serious, Robin. You are the best. You are just the greatest.
Really? You've never been tempted? Like you didn't work along Diane Sawyer at some point?
I worked with Diane Sawyer.
I mean, you didn't say, there's a sexy woman.
Well, yeah,
there.
but you're always looking and saying, wow, isn't that something? Yeah, I mean, I do have eyes.
It's remarkable.
I mean, I had LASIK, but I still can see pretty well.
Did you have LASIK?
I did. Well, you know, I'm not crazy about it.
When did you do it?
I did it 10 years ago.
I'm afraid to do it. I don't want to mess with my eyes.
You know, we're the guinea pig generation, and I had it. So I had to wear contact. I wore hard contacts for a long time,
and they're horrible.
And then the dust would blow, and I was playing a lot of golf, and so I had the LASIK done. But now it's kind of like I don't know what it is. Now I'm back to wearing glasses again. Like,
why is LASIK not good for you? In other words, you had it done. You were nearsighted.
Yeah.
All right. They did the correction, but what happened? Then you had difficulty reading.
Well, yeah. They tell you that was fine, but then I could see at a distance. But then all of a sudden it began to diminish. And again, this was 10 years ago. So if we come back in 100 years, I'm sure they'll have the whole thing down to a science. But
did they recommend to you that you do it again?
Well, it's interesting because I've been to a couple of guys who say, yeah, let's tweak it, and others who say no. So
Right.
at this point, it's like, I'll put the glasses on again. I mean, this is crazy stuff.
And the glasses you're uptight about because of you have vanity. You want to look handsome on TV.
Well, yeah, I just feel the glasses are a pain in the neck. I lose them. They fall, I keep them on my shirt right now. I'm liable they'll be gone by the time I'm on the street. By the way, you look much better in glasses, and you know. Well,
listen, let's say I was a judge on America's Got Talent. Now all of a sudden I'm on network television, which I shouldn't be.
No,
don't take it if they offer it.
Listen, I listened to the show earlier today.
Yeah.
That's not you, Howard. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Advise me.
But here's the deal. Here's what I think. If you want to branch out and do something else.
I'm not looking to do anything.
I know. You're already the king of all media.
Right,
so, I mean,
right.
why do you want to do this?
I
You
like
don't need
staring
the
at the
money.
wall.
I understand.
Right.
But what if you came to Sunday Night Football for a year?
Oh, my God. He doesn't even know football.
That's what I'm
What's
saying.
the difference?
But
I don't know anything else either.
We had Dennis Miller on.
He didn't know anything?
For 2 years. Well,
That was a disaster.
Dennis knew football, but I mean,
Right.
Dennis brought a different dynamic. So I see Chris Collinsworth, me, and Howard, and then 𝗫𝗄𝗿 and Robin do the sideline.
See, but you're joking
my God.
around now.
You know what? But Howard, when you think about it, this is what we did with Dennis in 2000. We felt that the show needed some sort of juice,
Comedy,
a different feel.
Right.
So that's why we brought Dennis in. So
Right.
I'm joking around partially, but then again, if you were to come to Sunday Night Football, do you realize, now you talk about
First
buzz.
of all, if I did Sunday Night Football, I would be serious about it. Number one, I would become I watched football the other day. I watched the Penn State game. I don't know why exactly I was sucked in, but I wanted to watch those morons who were standing there in the stands. They got, "We miss you, 𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱. Oh, 𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱. I don't know how you feel about this. I'll tell you how I feel. And I would say this on your broadcast. This guy's a creep. I don't care if this is a jock mentality. They're no different than these priests who protect each other. These football guys with the jock mentality, this kid with the red hair, if I saw a guy fucking a 10-year-old, I'd walk in and punch his teeth out. I wouldn't even ask a question.
Would it ever occur to you to go home and talk to your father?
No, but he went home and talked to his father. This kid must be the biggest moron on the planet. But he's a big dumb jock. His father doesn't know what to do. The two idiots. And he tells him, go talk to 𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱. And 𝗫𝗄𝗍's a bigger moron. I don't care if he can coach football, you big dope. He goes to the university. Now, one of these guys did a thing. And I don't know who these students are running around worrying about 𝗫𝗄𝗍. 𝗫𝗄𝗍's senile. That's what I figured out. This guy's senile, and no one wants to admit it. They already had him coach him, from the stands. I could do that. He's senile. Where do you stand on this?
This is phenomenal.
This is what you want.
This is what
Sunday
you
Night
want?
Football.
Come on, let's go. Right now. Let's go do that dumb broadcast.
And then we'd go to a commercial and we'd go home. I'd sign off. I'd do the credits. Howard, that was fantastic.
It's the truth. Is 𝗫𝗄𝗍 senile? Of course.
Well, beyond that.
Right.
They have been.
By the way, can we do all the games in New York? I don't want to leave here.
We have to do like in California.
I don't want to do that. But go ahead. Talk to me about Penn State.
All right. Well, here's the thing. What shocks me is, and everybody's on top of what the coach did and what he didn't do, et cetera, et cetera. They were investigating this thing in the 90s.
Yeah.
What happened?
What
Where
happened?
did this fall through the cracks? What about the DA's office? What about the campus police? What the hell's going on there?
And by the way,
so many people knew about this. How the hell did this stay under wraps?
But let me
for
ask you
those
something.
many years?
Who's on the broadcast with you on your
Chris
football?
Collinsworth.
All right. If Chris
great.
Collinsworth is in the shower with a 10-year-old, you walk by and you see
Right.
him. He's putting his
You
penis
just
in
close the door?
a 10-year-old boy's ass. What do you do? Seriously, what would you do?
That's when I'd be glad that my LASIK doesn't work.
You say, I must be seeing things.
I see. I don't know.
But I would go and I would take the guy, I would choke him out and pull him off the kid.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you do that? That's where this whole thing falls apart for me.
Yeah. Well, we would do that because we are at a certain point in our lives. Maybe the young assistant coach is all of a sudden he's working for the iconic figure in Paterno.
Right.
Let's say he goes to somebody and somebody says, "Oh, you're full of it," and then the next thing you know, that guy gets fired because somebody says he's making stuff up. Now I'm with you on this stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I would
like to think that I would step in.
You'd like to think you'd handle it yourself.
That's
Exactly
right.
Well, I mean, if you actually stepped in and stopped it,
Yeah.
there'd be evidence right there.
Al Michaels would step in and stop it. I know.
naked
LASIK or no.
people.
I know the kind of
In
man
a
he is.
shower room that they don't belong
I read
in.
the greatest sentence in the New York Post.
What was that?
It was like buried deep in a story. I didn't know this guy Sandusky.
Right.
His view out his window is what? It's
a school.
A schoolyard.
Oh, God.
And a playground,
He
yeah.
lives across from a playground. That's like beachfront for him.
You can't make this stuff up, can you?
No, you can't. That's like beachfront property.
Yeah.
That is so.
Could you show me a home that has a view of a playground? You know, anybody who can afford not to live with a view of the playground, is up to
is
something
buying
weird
that.
because
Yeah.
you don't do that. All right, talk to me. So what is the bigger story? Paterno and Penn State, or Tiger Woods?
Well,
I think
of the moment, it's Paterno and Penn State.
in history, which one will we remember?
Well, I think the Penn State thing could explode into something that involves not only just institutions but corporations. I mean, this is, I don't want to say the tip of the iceberg. I don't know. But now that this is out, I mean, Howard, you and I know stuff like this.
Why do they cover
goes
up?
on a lot of places.
Why don't they learn their lesson from Richard Nixon? No one studies history.
Well,
don't cover
or the
up.
Catholic Church. You're sitting there
But
watching
it's
that.
human nature to think you can get away with something.
Right.
It's like Captain Jenks calling in on the OJ call, right?
Right.
He thought he could get away with it, but he had to get exposed.
Someone
by me.
exposed him. That's right. Lest anyone think that was OJ. It was not. All right. So OJ was actually maybe up there with one of the big stories in sports history,
of
right?
course.
Bigger than Penn State, maybe even. He killed his
A
wife.
huge downfall.
Well, that remember, now we have a tendency, whatever happens in the moment, we say is the biggest thing in history.
Right.
So that's the murder of the century. Was it?
Right.
I guess. I mean,
Yes.
it was. Look, we're at a time, too. I mean, they didn't have the media exist in the, first part of the century. So we don't, if something happened in 1930, it's not like it's 1990 or 2011, where it's just wall to wall. It's blanket coverage. That's part of the difference.
Here's another guy. Comment on this maniac, Hank Williams Jr. This guy's got the greatest gig in the world. That dumb song, Let's Get Ready for the Football.
Are you ready? Right.
Right, whatever it is.
Are you ready for some football?
Are you ready for what do I know?
Right.
Are you ready? I'm watching Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Let's get ready for some football.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is walk around, and that song makes some money, ka-ching.
Yeah.
But he's got to open his mouth. And what was the dopey statement he said?
He was the one who went on and said something about the president, wasn't
Right.
Right,
It was,
right.
But you know what it is, too? It's kind of like, it's like me sitting here with you. I feel so comfortable. I've got my friends here. And I'll say almost anything right now. And I could end my career by the time I walk out, onto the street. It could be, because you make it, it's so, I'm just sitting here. I said, this is a wonderful, this is phenomenal.
It's a lot of fun.
And I'm with my friends, and I can open up, and you don't realize on the other side of the microphone, you're going to end your career.
Well, in a way, look at this Brett Ratner. Now, look.
Right.
The guy, I was watching a news report, and they were talking about he did himself in. He went on the Howard Stern show, and he talked about sex with women. And so they took him off the. He'd made this other comment about fags, but they let him go on that one. But when the guy who runs the Academy Awards said, when I heard him on Stern, that was it.
Well, he'd already been told one more incident and you're out of here.
That's right. So what did the guy really say? I'm listening back to it, and he says, gee, I have sex with a lot of women, and when I do, I make them go to a doctor and get them checked out first before I have sex with them. And this is the clip they played to show what a heathen he is. Now, I don't know, in some bizarre way, I might even think that's responsible, worrying about disease and health issues, and that he has these women. This is a guy being honest. I don't think he should have been thrown off the Academy Awards, do you?
Well, I think it was the gay slur that did it more than anything else. I mean, from what I read, 𝗵𝗄𝗿𝗄, who runs that academy.
Right.
And, you know, the thing is, look, in Hollywood, like in New York, all of a sudden you get pressure, somebody calls, you get emails. I mean, it's such, I mean...
They caved in.
In the old days, I remember, you know, like announcers get mail. And somebody used to call up and go, wow, we've got a barrage of letters. What's a barrage? 1.
Right.
What's a deluge? 2.
Right.
So some idiot sends an email, and the next thing you know, everybody's scrambling around. Oh, this is a terrible story.
You're right.
Something has to be done. Guys write columns about it. The next thing you know, Ratner's out.
That used to be my story. When I was at K-Rock and things, they would say, oh, they were barraged with complaint calls. It would be 7 calls or something.
Right.
It was never a deluge.
And they were all from Karmazin, too. So I mean,
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, lately.
Can I mention that name on there?
Yeah, absolutely.
You do whatever you want. Listen, have fun.
Right.
That's right.
By the way, do you know they just cleared CBS and that whole Janet Jackson thing? They don't have to pay the $500,000 fine.
How is it their fault?
Right.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
But it took this long.
It's insane, the FCC. Well, I'm with you on that stuff, remember?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Your career is something else, because this is the way it's been explained to me. At one point in your career, early on, we're talking 100 years ago.
Right.
You're starting out as a broadcaster. How did you get into broadcasting anyway?
Well, I loved it as a kid. I grew up in Brooklyn, went to Ebbets Field, said this is what I want to do, and away I went.
Were you an athlete?
Yeah, but who did you see broadcasting?
I played just through high school. Red Barber and Vince Scully, who's still doing the Dodgers right now.
So that was who inspired you.
They absolutely.
And you were very well thought out about your career. None of this happens by accident. That you were originally going to sign with NBC. And then you said to them, no, you got an offer from ESPN. Do I have this right?
Well, here's what happened. I was at ABC for 30 years.
And
then the last 20 of which I did Monday Night Football on ABC. And then Monday Night Football went over to cable, which tells you all you need to know about, you know, why could cable afford something that network television can't? Because of the sub fees. So ESPN winds up spending a ton more than ABC could. So now it's going to be Monday Night Football, and I'm going to go over there, but there was a guy who was kind of arranging the template at Monday night, and he did something like fire John Madden, who was my partner, the most iconic analyst ever.
Great guy.
The producer, the director, I'm going, what the hell is going on over here? And I'm the one guy left. So we had a lame duck year in 2005, and I agreed to stay because I couldn't make a deal with NBC. And then after the 2005 season, I said, this is not going to work. I'm over here when I should be back. I should be at NBC with my guys.
Right.
Now, what should have happened is all of my guys should have stayed on Monday night.
Right.
But that's, you know, that's internal
Why?
politics and all that nonsense.
Let me understand this. When ESPN got the rights to Monday Night Football
in 2006,
originally they hire you and they didn't hire Madden.
Correct.
Why would they do that? Why would they make a monumental mistake like that?
Why did they do that? They did that because a guy who was in charge of it decided he was going to go a whole different way. And, you know, Madden was probably too old and the producer was not controllable.
You have something that works and you take it and you destroy it.
Howard, it's always, somebody always has to put their imprimatur on a show.
They put their stamp on the show because they are the program director. They want to make it theirs.
I'm the boss. I'm the big guy. You know, all
it is
that
the
crap.
biggest, dumbest mistake anyone can make.
Aloha.
When you got something that works, you sit there with it and you milk it to the end.
Of course.
So you go over there. You think they're all coming with you. You sign your deal.
Right. No, I didn't think they were coming with me, but I couldn't. I couldn't make the deal at NBC.
Why couldn't you make the deal at
money,
NBC?
Basically, because they were offering
I heard they
me,
offered you $3 million to go to NBC, and they were going to give you an additional $2 million to do basketball.
Wait a minute. Where are you coming up with this stuff?
I know what I'm talking because I know everything about show business. I'm
What
the
is
king
this?
of all media.
You are the king of all media.
When you were leaving
But you're
Monday
not the
night,
king of all accountants.
when you were leaving ABC,
yeah,
Al Michaels was leaving ABC. You were going to sign with ESPN. NBC offered you $3 million, and you turned it down.
No, those aren't the correct figures, but here's the deal. Remember, ABC and ESPN are under the same umbrella. It's
Right.
Disney, so I'm moving internally. I'm staying under the Disney umbrella.
Right.
But all my guys are now going to NBC. So NBC is talking to me, but we can't make a deal at that point.
But you signed a long-term contract with ESPN. How did you get out of that contract and go to NBC? How did you break it?
We had one lame duck year, 05.
Right.
I was still working with Madden. Then as everybody's leaving, I went to the person I had to go to and say, hey, look, I think it's better for everybody if you let me out. I said, I know it's going to be awkward and blah, 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 but it's a better deal for me. I really would appreciate the fact I could go back and work with my people. I know what you want to do over here.
Why didn't they say to you,
It's like
screw
if
you,
they-
Al Michaels, we signed you?
They could have.
That's right. Why did they go along with that?
That's a very good question, Howard, because I think they felt that maybe it was the way to go. Because if they were going to get rid of all of the people I was working with, why were they keeping me at that point, too? And meanwhile, I got to tell you something. The guy that blew the show up, he didn't want me in the first place. He was told, you're going to keep Michaels.
Oh.
Amazing.
Right. Oh, yeah. Isn't it amazing? It's incredible.
That is incredible.
Yeah. I mean, it's just an...
So you were lucky you got out of ESPN and you were able to go to NBC. And didn't NBC have to give over a bunch of rights to things in order to get you?
Yes, they did. Ryder Cup rights and all that stuff. And then there was a cartoon character that became part of the deal. And
So you are valuable.
We threw that in at the end to, kind of throw the press off.
Does that make you feel like a man who died and went to heaven, that these companies would sit and give away rights to things just to get you to be part of a broadcast?
No, because I always felt, going back to when it all happened, we all should have stayed together on Monday night.
Right.
It's ridiculous. That
Right.
was insane. And that, and that show they've had a lot of different moving parts through the years. Instead of taking us lock, stock, and barrel, it was like the number 3 show on television Monday night when we were at ABC.
Absolutely.
So what are you doing?
Well,
I mean, if somebody comes in here and says, hey, Robin, you're out. Baba Booey, you're going back to the Hartford. What are you going to do?
Listen, I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
My head's going to explode. That's what I'm doing.
Of course it is.
That's right. It's enough with all of that. That's right. You're absolutely right. You got a Hollywood star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2004. Isn't it true you have to pay for that?
Well,
blow the lid off this.
No, what happens is that when they want to give you a star, then they go to the company you work for. If they went to Sirius and said, hey, we want to put Howard Stern here.
Oh, they'd be thrilled.
It's kind of like, it's right. They'd be thrilled. It's almost like a charity where they say, hey, look, we need a contribution, blah, 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 blah. So it's not as if you can walk in and say, hey, look, I want to pay for my star.
So was there a ceremony when you got your star?
There was, yeah.
Did you lie? Who came to your ceremony?
Just a lot of my friends, and I don't, I have a lot of friends in the business.
Right.
But, Alex Swallow, who's been in here before, a great friend of Chris Martin, by the way. You know Alex.
Right.
Of course.
He was there, and I had him talk. And
Alex Swallow is a great friend of Chris Martin's?
Absolutely.
Who knew that?
Well, Alex,
Alex
he
gets
hangs out with
around.
Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin?
Here's the deal. So, by the way, the Chris Martin interview was fantastic.
Thank you.
I was driving to Palm Desert, and I was in the garage for half an hour, and I couldn't get out of the car just to hear the end of it.
We got a lot of nice emails.
I used to play a lot of golf with Gwyneth's father, Bruce Paltrow, who was a very successful director.
Right.
And then Bruce contracted cancer.
Right.
And then died. He and Gwyneth were in celebrating her birthday or his birthday in Italy, and he got sick. And, And so I knew Gwyneth through that, and I helped to introduce Bruce to Alex, who's a cancer survivor as well. And so it started at that point.
And now Alex is hanging out with Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris
Well,
Martin.
Alex is not hanging out with Gwyneth,
Yeah.
but Alex knows, you know, he's
Beautiful
he's
girl,
a
that Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, she's fantastic. And a great lady, and her mother, Blythe Danner, and they used to be neighbors.
Sexy Gwyneth Paltrow,
yeah,
yes?
Yeah, I mean...
What would you do with that?
He probably watched her grow up, Howard.
Oh,
you know, in a way.
That's too bad.
I did.
That's too bad.
That's too bad. You mean
I watched the Kardashian kids grow up. I knew.
You did?
Well, I knew Bob.
What age did her ass start to get that big?
Oh.
How old was she when it really started to develop?
I did my LASIK by that point, Howard.
You don't even know. So you've never, I assume you masturbate.
What?
What?
You never
Who are you
masturbated
talking
to Gwyneth Paltrow or Kim Kardashian, did you? Is your son here with you today?
Yes, he is.
I wonder
Steve
if he knows if he ever caught you masturbating.
No, he never did.
Did he ever see you and your wife having sex?
I don't think so.
Who knows? Did you ever have a talk with your son about sex?
Yeah,
You did.
Well, every father.
How do you know anything about sex? You've been with the same woman for 100 years.
Yeah, here's the deal. I mean, it's kind of a narrow-minded view, but
whose penis is bigger, yours or your son's?
That's a great question.
What do you need your son? Where is he? This is Steve Michaels?
Steve Michaels.
What does he do for a
He
living?
runs Asylum Entertainment. His company produced the Kennedy series that aired on Reel's network that was rejected after. Here he is.
This is your kid, huh?
He causes a bunch of controversy, doesn't he?
He is the number one fan. Here
You
he is.
produced, Steve, hello.
Yeah.
How you doing?
You produced the Kennedy special.
I did.
The one that was controversial. They wouldn't air it.
Series, correct.
Right.
No kidding. So you work and everything. You don't just live off your father's millions, huh?
He's never given me anything. It's
Never
crazy.
gave you anything.
I want him. How do I get him?
And he taught you about sex?
I did see them once, which was traumatizing.
Did you really?
Where?
You did
when
see-
was that?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. I just kind of
Oh,
walked
stop
in
it.
the door. You know,
Is
like,
that right? Oh.
I ran for the hill.
You walked in on Al Michaels having sex?
Yeah, and I'm bigger.
And you are big.
How do you know? Come on.
What position was Al in with your mother?
Your mother's listening right now.
Oh, that's
We got to
true.
go back and
I
see
forgot
her.
about that. I
What
think
position
We're gonna go with missionary.
Are you serious?
I think.
Because I've talked to
Yeah,
people
kind of
about
popped in. I'm like, I don't know what was going on.
it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Stop the
How
clock.
old were you?
About 15.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
Get out of town.
You had no idea?
I had no
You guys
idea.
didn't lock the door. I didn't think you had.
Oh, stop it. Well, where were you? I mean, were you
I
looking
just was
under
walking
the...
in. I don't know. I just kind of walked in. And
You devil.
I shut the door.
Did you think your mother was being attacked? Did you almost...
He was 15 years old. He
pain, the
knew
poor
what his
woman.
dad was up to.
It's embarrassing, right?
It was embarrassing.
Is that something
Oh,
that
no.
traumatizes you in a sense? I mean, really gets you crazy? I mean, to think of... Because you don't want to think of your parents as sexual
No, it's
beings.
disgusting. I still can't.
Oh, come on.
You had no idea.
I mean,
Zero.
what was dinner like later that evening?
Were you able to see anything?
No.
No.
I kind of saw.
So you don't know what
what
position they were in?
No, I think it was missionary. It was
Missionary.
close. The
That-
covers were- the
leave it
covers
out,
were
Mike.
on. There was some movement. I don't know what was going on. I don't even know. How did I get here?
I knew Al was a missionary guy.
No, I have to warm up. You know, it's a starter set.
Do you remember your father teaching you about sex?
Do you remember the talk?
No, actually, I don't think we did. Maybe
Right.
maybe now's a good time.
Who's going to talk to who?
Do you believe your father has been faithful all these years? I mean, it's
100%.
unbelievable.
Straight as an
100%.
arrow.
You think he's straight as an arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's an inspiration. You are not married?
I am married.
Oh, you are
Two kids.
married.
Yeah.
2 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. My
That's nice. You
my
guys seem-
granddaughter's in New York on this trip with him, and we have a grandson.
Right. But you, unlike your father, you cheat, right?
Oh, my God.
You're not going down that road. Well, good for you, huh?
Yeah.
And look at you.
Yeah.
What, do you got a sister also?
I do.
He does.
What does she do
She's
for a living?
gorgeous. She used to be. She was a publicist at CBS for a while, and then she left there to become a mommy.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 nice
I told
kids.
her about this.
You actually like your dad.
I do.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine?
That's
why not? What's not to
wonderful.
like? I mean, listen, you play your cards right, you'll inherit the mother load.
That's the idea, right?
If my father was an earner like Al Michaels, I
You'd
would
be good to him.
I'd kiss his balls.
Ben. I'm not going to kiss his ball.
Now, has your sister seen your parents having sex?
Oh,
No.
dear.
I mean, what's with these two? Can't they close the door? It's almost like they want
Put
it.
a lock on that door. Come
Pretty
on.
wild.
It's like seeing the Americans. Let's close the door and throw away the key, right?
Do you ever lock the door when you're making love to your beautiful wife?
These days?
Yeah.
No, it's you know, nobody's home anymore. That's it. It's just us.
Free
He's
love.
hoping somebody comes back and walks in.
Did you enjoy your father's notoriety and his fame when you were growing up? Was this something you were proud of?
Yeah.